So it is January 2nd, 2023, and this is my first clip I'm filming for Dolly Diaries. We got a lot done yesterday. So this is Jolene. She's my second Julie doll that I just got like the same week as Christmas. So if you didn't see my Christmas haul video, she was given to us by one of Colleen's friends, and she was missing her arm. And obviously she's all fixed up. So I like my American Girl photos to be pretty equal. So she's modeling a bunch of my old Julie outfits. I split them between Julie and Jolene. And obviously Jolene's just replacing the photos that Julie modeled in. So these are some of the clothes Colleen put in this bin, which if you recognize this bin, it's from the Labor Day ladies lot. This is the list of like what Jolene has to wear. These are like all of my American Girl. They run on other pages. How I divide the outfits for them to model for Flickr. This is the pile of dolls that we got as a gift like a few days before Christmas. It was a box that appeared on the porch. These are all the done dolls that have been photographed. And then I have a few things in here that need repair. These are duplicated dolls that are old that need to get photographed with new ones. In this basket, these are the last few newbies that I need to photograph and do a few things too. And this cabbie just needs a metal stand so I can photograph her standing upright. Yesterday, I had this whole bag of unknown cardboard accessories for Barbie sized dolls, and I identified like quite a few things in here. I pretty much almost emptied this bag back in I think October, and I just left the stuff I identified in one of these sorting bowls because I had to pull out all of the dolls stuff that went with those cardboard accessories, and Colleen helped me do that all yesterday. So we're already starting the new year with lots of projects. So I forgot to show this porcelain doll that we also got for Christmas from our relative Ray. After he gave us Ramona and Molly, the American Girls, to unwrap, he said that this was a recent rescue that because he works at the town transfer station, that someone had thrown out, and he wasn't sure if we'd want to adopt her or not. And of course we weren't going to turn this poor thing out, but she was still like sealed in her box, and I wasn't sure like maybe if someone just put her back in there. She looked pretty untouched, but yeah, she was without a doubt never taken out. She had a plastic tab, like not one of those twist tie ones, but like an actual tab that secured her dress to the box, and her hand was like sewn to her outfit, and she had like the wire ties holding her down. So she's from the Early Blossom collection, and her name is, I don't know how you pronounce it, if it's Marlene or Marline, but it's cute that she has a name, and I'm going to photograph her, and we're going to put her with my Meme's Porcelain Dolls. And we do have another porcelain doll from Ray that he got us years ago that had that was like used to have been thrown into like the compactor that he rescued.
And baby has a Christmas sleeper with a cute little reindeer. Shelly's doing boring adult paperwork. It's just boring. This is much more fun.
Spoken like a true child.
I am a big kid. I seriously contemplated whether or not I could fit kids light up sneakers today at Walmart because I'm tired of tying my shoes, and kids' shoes have Velcro. And I like light up shoes, they're very cool. Anyway, Oscar is wearing his Christmas outfit, even though it is after Christmas, but this was on sale. We didn't have anything for him to wear for Christmas this year. So he's wearing it now, and he's happy, and he's cute. And as long as like next year we don't have way too many American Girl dolls for the gingerbread house, which I can't imagine getting that many more American Girl dolls 2 years back to back. But like, you know, as long as we don't get too many American Girl dolls this year, him and Baldwin will be able to be in the Christmas photo.
Dun, dun, dun. I got a new whiteboard for this room. It's big, like it's big. They didn't have the same size as the one I had last time. They only had smaller, and I thought, no, it's better to have a little extra space. My old one, if you watched my room tour of my studio, the like coating on it was completely gone, and it just wouldn't erase anymore. I also bought a new eraser. It's in my jar thing because I thought maybe that was the problem because it's hard to like properly clean those. But yep, I got that. We had gift cards for Walmart. We each had one, so we decided to get this, and it was like $20, which was a lot, but I do use the whiteboard all the time, and my other one I had for probably conservatively 7 years, maybe 8. And the one I had before that I had for like 15. And then this is all of the crafting stuff that I got. So I'm currently working on those dolls. We're calling it the Broadway Bellbox, the gift of used dolls we got in a big box. So I bought some things that I needed for those projects. I have this really cool like pearl lace trim type stuff, and I thought it would be good for a headband and things like that. I might not use it specifically on one of those dolls, but I really liked it. I did, however, get some red lace because I don't have any, and I want to use this to make some headbands for the Snow White dolls. And that's also why I got these red bows and these red flowers. I didn't have any besides regular roses, and I use red roses all the time on Snow White. And I needed more snaps because I was pretty much out of the smallest size, and I do use like the other sizes, but the smallest ones go quickest. And then these are all like the beads I got in the 98-cent section, so that's what they look like. I got more of these purple, they're like dusty purple because I've been using these a lot. Then they have these really pretty crystals. Colleen liked this bag, she picked this out, but I like these really cool shell-shaped ones that have this awesome coloring and pattern on them. That'll be good for American girls. Then there's these like orangey pearl type beads and these really tiny pink ones. I'm always using stuff like this for my earrings. And these were cool. This was the only like not super cheap thing. This was like $4 for this, I think. But they're little pink stones and they're different like shapes and sizes. This is the kind of thing I love. And then we had stopped at the dollar store first because I was gonna look at their crafting stuff, but the only thing we got was this and DVD. This is a Ken outfit. I haven't seen like actual real Barbie brand clothes at the dollar store since I was a kid. And this is for Ken. They only had this style. I have seen accessories for Chelsea and Barbie, but not clothes. This is awesome because we can always use more clothes. And of course, you might have noticed the Otter Pops. I have the Hershey's set from this line that I got. It was like marked down by accident and it did end up in my LOL surprise collection video. The only LOL dolls or like OMGs or anything I've bought since filming those back in July was my Clubhouse, which I made a video about, and now these. So you can see they were on clearance for $19, marked down from $29.88. So it wasn't like the best deal, but I really want this set. I like it even better than the others. I just didn't know it even existed when those came out because those were put out too early. And that's how I got them. But I love the mustache. And they come with like popsicles, so I'm so excited to open this. The awesome Ken fashion out of the package. I didn't realize the pants were long joggers. How cool is that? And the little hanger thing was actually a hanger you could use for the dolls. And Colleen is currently dressing up the Otter Pop. Now, what makes these dolls so cool is they each come with their own little like Otter Pop.
What is an Otter Pop?
It's like a popsicle, like one of those like freezy bag popsicles.
Oh!
They come with the most amazing drink cups, which I love. And Blue Raspberry Boy has this bouquet. Sweet Orange Girl has this awesome huge purse that a little can fit in. And then there's books. Otter Pop? I don't know. Look at them! Look at them! Can't you see why I needed this pack? I've been perseverating on it since July. I even like look on Amazon to see if they can get it through the warehouse for cheaper. This is my favorite. He is the reason. Blue Raspberry Boy. He has a mustache.
I really like Sweet Straw BB. She's got charisma.
Hello.
Oh my god.
My ladies.
No! Don't kiss me!
Come back.
Don't kiss
Madame.
me! No!
It comes with these like spare shorts too for some reason. Oh, and the putty was just out because I needed
We had to putty the Otter Pops
to photograph it. But I'm so happy. I'm gonna photograph the dolls tomorrow because it's kind of dark and I don't want to lose detail. But I photographed their stuff because you don't want to have to like undress and redress them. It's a pain. And it's probably really hard to see in this lighting, but those are the stickers that came with the dolls. I don't think I put the stickers from my Hershey set. I don't think I realized they were stickers. I'll have to see if I have them, but they're so cute.
So I just finished taking a photo of our mini suites Deluxe dolls. And these guys here, we were lucky enough to get, like, literally when they were just coming out into stores, our Walmart, like, accidentally had them marked way down, which must have been one of those lucky retail mistakes. These we've been waiting for a long time. They finally went on sale at our Walmart. But hey, we can't complain because we got these so cheap and so early that the wait for these was well worth it. I mean, first of all, they're so cute. But I see why Shelly finds him most charming, because right now he is doing a lot for me. I used some of our new, it's not new anymore, we've had a little while, newish Amazon food. Candy accent pieces for fun. And this backdrop here on the floor is, this is actually my dining room table. For those of you who don't know, this is usually where we take the pictures. This piece here, this was one of the earliest backgrounds we made. Shelly and I spent literally hours. We just would spend so much time, like, cutting out, like, random food. And then Shelly made this really great collage with the magazine cutouts and scrapbook paper that she bought. And then this one, it's an older backdrop, but not as old as the first. We've had it for a while, and this was mostly like ready-made. She just laid out the scrapbook paper, but she did use some of the cutout food and some like really cool like lollipop things to add to it, where there was this boring space on both sides. I would have loved to have photographed the Autopop dolls against this. Wouldn't have been practical because the panel next to it's kind of plain, and see how they mostly fit into like 2 panels. And also because to have used this topmost panel, I would have had to like lay it out, would have had to stand on the chairs back here. It would have been a pain. It would have just made the photo twice as long to set up, and the end results wouldn't have been any better than this. But I do really like this panel. And unfortunately, so Shelly and I hoard and reuse containers for different things, and Shelly thinks, either way we agree we've had this over 20 years. Shelly's pretty sure we got our My Little Ponies in this at the flea market when we were kids. I thought we got our Lily's Pet Shop stuff in it at a yard sale. Either way, it's 20 years old, and I'm pretty sure Shelly's right about where we got it, but it cracked today. I always just use it to like this and its twin. I always use them to carry stuff up. And it was nice having 2 that were the same size, because like on a bigger photo shoot, it was nice to like have somewhere to keep like the doll clothes, and another bowl in the same size to like throw the accessories in. And then when as I finished, I could like just tuck this one under, and doll stuff could fly right through that little gap. So this is a testament to how long we use things, and sometimes they break. I went to like put it on the carpet. I kind of like went like that, and I heard a crack when I hit the carpet, and it wouldn't have done that if it hadn't already been like, it had a crack right here, a little one, and I forgot. So it was my fault, but yeah. But this was super cute and super fun.
Ta-da! We have the first thrifted dolls, well, doll, of 2023. We went to the Salvation Army. Now, the one we used to go to that I got like my Reba McEntire doll at, and some Monster High and things like that, My American Girl Bethan, that place closed almost 3 years ago now. But there is another location that we rarely go to because it's not very great. There's usually really nothing in the store, and it's not super far, but it's out in an area we never go to. But we decided to stop in today because Colleen has a long weekend, and I wanted to see if maybe I could find like a new winter coat or something, like a new used winter coat. But we found this Royal Yacht Ball Pack J. I wasn't sure which one he was, so he's one of the later ones produced, which is awesome because I don't have a J doll. He is my 3rd Descendants guy, and he was $1. And then there were these 2 Ariel outfits floating around in the container of random toys, and most of the dolls were like dollar store ones, Sparkle Girls, and then a few newer Barbies that were mangled. So there's these cool old Ariel outfits. I already have both of these pieces, but you can never have too many Disney clothes. And my childhood Princess Mermaid Ariel's outfit is worn, so I'm very happy to have this because this is in much better shape than my childhood one, and I love Ariel's town outfit. And there's a dollar store not far from there that's really big that we had never been into before, even though it's been open for quite a few years. And I found these Barbie fashions. I was hoping to find Ken ones, but these are pretty cool because you can tell they'll fit the curvy Barbies, and I don't really have a lot of like curvy Barbie fashions. So for $1.25, you can't go wrong. Like these come with shoes, and this one has like a bag and a headband. I really like the tropical print. So it's a nice little haul, and I'm finally seeing Barbie clothes at the dollar store, which is awesome. So Jay is all dry. I washed him yesterday, but I haven't redressed him because his shirt took a long time to dry. And I don't know if I mentioned this, but when we had him at the register, the lady didn't know that it was a boy doll, and she thought we got him the Ariel dresses. So
I don't think you get those over his buff shoulders.
Anyways, so I just got an Amazon package. I have all these little butterfly clips, which my mom used to buy me ones like this when I was a little kid, because these were really popular when I was in elementary school, you know, late 90s, early 2000s. And I used to wear them all the time in my little ponytails. But I don't know what happened to all of them. I think some of them broke, and then I think I got rid of others. But I used to put them in my like Barbie horse's hair and like my regular Barbie's hair. And I have a few left over that I like to use on McKenna, and I decided at some point when I only had like green ones from my childhood left over that I wanted to get a bunch of colorful ones, and I looked at Walmart, didn't find any, and I thought, well, I bet Amazon sells them, so I got a 100-piece tub of them. I like the I think they're called the translucent ones. They have different like styles, like the candy and then like regular colors, but I like the more translucent ones because they look less cheap. I think they're gonna look so cool. I bought these with McKenna in mind specifically because my doll has
cute little hairstyle,
kind of like a janky wig because I got her to use, so I keep her hair in these like cute little ponies a lot. But they also would be just fun to use in any of my doll's hair. And sorry, that's my battery charger for the camera. They're really colorful and they seem really nice quality.
I like how we got the blue and green like her outfit.
Yes, that's Corinne's camping outfit because Corinne is wearing her holiday dress for now. But I really like them, and this was, what was it, $10?
$13, I think?
With yeah, I think with tax it was like $13. I don't have Amazon Prime, but my friend had asked me to order her something on Amazon, and like the next day I still had free shipping, and I was like, I really don't want to keep forgetting to buy these. So they're really cute. I like all the colors. I especially like these turquoise ones. Colling's being mean to me. She's making fun of 12-year-old Shelly's doll clothes, you bully.
I'm sorry, she's looking at my fence.
No, you're being a bully.
And I think...
Bully.
I don't think...
You guys need to cancel her. Cancel her.
I don't think being stuffed in that trunk did any favors, but...
And let me get a good close-up. So we're going through and like photographing some of our like sentimental clothes that maybe our meme made for us or that she bought us, a few Our Generation things that we still have. My Our Generation horses I'm photographing in more detail. And these are two outfits that I made when I was 12. They are fugly. I don't ever want to hear anybody tell me otherwise. I know these are fugly.
I don't think the one on Sam is that bad.
It's hideous. What was I thinking?
I think the buttons are a little large. And if it would have been a lot easier to get off the doll if... Okay, yeah, there's a little issue with the buttons, but I think the lace work is lovely.
Well, Dad sewed that on.
I think your fabric choice was
Dad
nice.
sewed the lace on for me. It's all puckered.
Well, Dad did a nice job with the lace.
No, he like did it weird. It's all puckered.
I think that if, like, the fabric choice is nice, I just think
I picked nice quality fabric, but it's ugly. Why did I pick this? I clearly didn't think about the proportion. It's all one piece. Like, this was one piece of fabric. The, like, sleeves aren't separate. This was the first dress I ever made for dolls. I was 12. I got really into, like, sewing. I did it all by hand. It's ugly. I've shown this before in one of my videos where we reorganized that trunk. But now you can see it on Luca, my childhood Samantha, who was the model. And then this is what poor cute.
That's what I was laughing
I actually still have the fabric, the rest of the fabric that I made this out of. Like, I have the rest of it. I've used it here and there.
Is that what I use as snow in a lot of...
No, you use my batting from Jess's bedding, which I made on the machine as a grown-up, and it's not much better craftsmanship.
Oh my god, yes.
But, like, look, this is all frayed. I, like, glued... Did I glue that on? I think I glued that on, and they're pony beads, and did not mean for this to be offensive. If this offends anyone, I was 12 when I made this, okay? Like, I know that this is not proper Native American attire, but I loved Kia, and I was actually, like, 13 when I made this for Kia. That's embarrassing.
And Molly is modeling an outfit that someone bought at a small and very dull department store. That, like, parents and grandparents thought was, like, all great back in the day.
Should probably fix.
Oh yeah, I'll leave that out for you to bend. It has slippers. A friend of mine, I believe they got it at that small, boring department store, and it's like wicked thick material. But I got it for my 10th birthday, so about a little over a month after I got Molly, and I got my bed for her, my canopy bed that Dad made for the same birthday, so it was perfect. It was like the perfect gift, and all these years I could never get rid of that bathrobe. It's like really special to me.
Yeah, I think his outfit's where it's at. So if you ever think the stuff I make now is gaudy, just remember that while it is gaudy, that this is what I thought was stylish when I was 12.
I'm sorry, Shelly. How did anyone think this was stylish?
I mean, I remember thinking they both turned out crappy, which is why the dolls never wore them. And this is why I've been afraid to make doll clothes. Because it's ugly. And look who showed up when I turned the camera on. See, he likes the camera. Don't you? Oh, poor.
He's a show-off. He's so cute, though.
It's your first appearance of the new year.
Oliver, 2023.
Fat as ever.
Hi. Oh, he's so cute.
Look at my beautiful girls eating their supper. You wouldn't know I just cleaned them out this morning. And by cleaned out, I mean I stripped everything, washed everything in the machine, scrubbed everything out. They're very messy. These guinea pigs are a lot of work. I am also very particular about keeping them extra clean. So of course every day of the week I shake all their bedding out and sweep up all the poops and whatnot and remove any uneaten food. And then 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I pull all of the bedding, like the fleece out, and there's like a fleece liner in the hay bin too, and I change that and I wash that. And then on Wednesdays I actually scrub everything with a sponge, like all the canvas and their food dish and their hi Oliver. I only need to do that once a week though because I clean it so much throughout the week that it's not too bad. The chinchillas are much lower maintenance. I spot clean them, like sweep everything out daily, but I only have to wash their bedding once a week because they use the litter box. They use it most of the time. Oh, look at my boys. Aren't they handsome? Maybe they'll come over. Oh, this is very nice lighting. I feel like it's always so dark. Say hello, Napoleon. I say hello to YouTube. And then that little grouch back there, that's Clyde. He's 7 this month. My old man. And then this is Poe's new wheel. We got it with a gift card our friend Lisa gave us for Christmas from PetSmart. It was $30 and our card was for $25. So it covered most of this wheel. It's really quiet. I have his old one right over here because I'm going to hang on to it for a while just in case he chews this one somehow. He has been known to ruin wheels. But yeah, it's nice and quiet. And the reason why we bought it was because this base is like wider and he's kind of clumsy when he runs, so the other one was a little bit more narrow. I wish the diameter was bigger, but the ones that have bigger diameters are more narrow and he's clumsy, so it's catch-22. And those bigger wheels are like $100 each. And one of them has a wood back, and they like to eat wood. Note the 2 houses I have stacked that do not have roofs. Isn't that right? Napoleon, you want treats? Show your belly. Show your belly. And Clyde, Mr. Man, Mr. Bug, the Bug family. And this is their new house that I've been saving since Black Friday. I made a Chewy order because I needed food for them, and I happened to catch Black Friday sales. And I got them this house that was like quite a bit cheaper because it doesn't have the window cut out. And honestly, they just eat through the window and then they get less use out of the house. So hopefully they can keep the roof on this one for a while. That hasn't been the case for the past 2 houses. Hi, Clyde. May I have a kiss? Kiss. Kisses? No. Yes. Beautiful. Rude. Hello. Look at you. Show off your belly. Oh, you're so handsome, baby koala. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So much cuteness. You may have a Cheerio. What are you doing? Oops, I dropped some. Okay, you... No. You do not need a Cheerio, Oliver. Oliver? Did you just eat that? He ate a Cheerio. Rude. I really hope that I can save this footage. So I'm in my movie editor, like my video editor. It's a Windows Movie Maker. It was free with my computer. And this is the transformation of the Broadway Bellbox, which they're the dolls featured in the like Christmas gift that we got in the holiday edition of Dolly Diaries. Not done that video. I still have one doll that needs things done to her. She needs to be rerouted. But I obviously edit all of the footage ahead of time and as I go along. And I had to add in all of these fiddly bits. Like, it's super annoying to do this. Like, when I film the like before and afters of like this is We Three Friends, Janet before and then after, all of this has to be timed out, and I usually will film like the dolls on the floor and just kind of alternate between them in the before and after clips. So I have to split everything up and then time my like hand movements so it all like goes fluidly, and it's very fiddly, especially when you're dealing with like 30-something dolls. And I just spent all that time. It took me an hour just to coordinate the before and afters. And like, I don't do fancy editing. Like, I know my videos aren't impressive or anything, but it's just fiddly. And when I tried saving it last time, it didn't save. It kept being stuck at 0%. So let's see. January 18th. Edit. See, it got stuck here. So I'm hoping if I leave it for a few minutes, it'll move off the 0%. But usually it does something right away, and I'm not sure if there's something corrupted. But I really want this to save because I'm going to be a very unhappy camper if I have to re-edit all of those clips. All of them. I'm going to be very mad. But these are the dolls. They got their little after clips filmed, but they need to wait up here until I can do that Aurora. And this Raven, who had glue removal, she's salting because she had to sit in OxyClean for so long because the dollar store stuff was expired, I guess. Oh, yes, it's saving. You can see it moved up to the 1%. All right, I had to restart my computer, and usually it'll ask me if I want to restore the last project, so I thought that maybe if I restarted my computer, that would help. It has. My computer is like 10 years old, so I can't complain. But yes, she's salted. This is why I usually don't do the glue removal treatment unless they really need it, because if you put in a little too much oxy, it can like cause salting, which is not a big deal. You can wash it out, but it's sort of like an extra step. So poor Raven over here. will need her hair washed before I can film her after clip. And we've been doing like all of these other projects, as you saw, with photographing different dolls and old clothes, and this is like one of the lists of things Colleen had to bring up from downstairs, and this is a scrap piece of paper from the song I made up for our, was it our Jody? No, it was our Gloria playset review. Actually, like, it's a lot of the songs that I make Reba sing are real songs that I parodize, like I make a parody of them. So I'll like get the lyrics of the original song and then I'll put them in a document and then tinker around with them. So yeah, I printed this out so I could, you know, have it there while I made her sing it. And I didn't need the paper, and we have a whole pile of scrap paper that we use for random things like that. Also, something that I do, I have doll guides that I make for things I collect. So Bratz and Moxie Girls and LOL Surprise. And if they're currently putting out new dolls and I'm in a store, I like to use box dates. So you can see here, like, these are some things I need to add to my guide. And I was at Target with Colleen and I texted myself the box dates of some of the things that I need the dates for, rather than trying to find eBay listings that show the box dates, because these are all my written like lists of the LOLs. I'm going to copy this info down from my phone so I can delete this thread of text to myself. I'm very dorky.
So this is American Girl birthstone earring gluttony. So these are currently all our spare pairs of American Girl ear posts that our dolls are not wearing. And then we just got a lot that had 8 pairs, but we only actually got 7.5 because the other one of these must have gotten lost, like, on its way. But luckily all the other pairs were complete. And I can tell because Shelly and I bought like 2 sets of complete ones, and then this partial set, and then another set that I think was definitely mostly complete.
I think I showed my
The last set we bought.
Sorry. Not the last one that we got this year, but when I got Lainey, that's when I bought.
Oh!
Summer 2020 when
Yes!
I won a Mercari and found a set.
Because I'm seeing like 3 of the yellow, and there were only 1 in each set. And 3 of the green, and 4 of the pearl type ones. So obviously we have a lot of spare birthstone earrings right now.
Sad that they're one of the posters missing.
I know, because it was this great, it's this great green color that looks good with like Elizabeth's holiday dress.
That's sad.
I know.
I wish they still made this set. This bag's dirty and throw it out.
Why? Because then we'd hoard even more.
Well, if they still made it, used to only be $10 from them.
I know, we'd buy like 10 sets. If anyone who works for American Girl and decides what to sell is listening, birthstone earrings, make them, we will buy. But yeah, we wanted to get more ear posts because of all the new dolls we got this year, plus Shelly pierced Emerald's ears. So, yes. Very, very cool.
So this looks chaotic. I decided that I wanted to deep clean all of our grandmother's old porcelain dolls, plus this one that our relative Ray gave us many years ago that was in an episode of Dolly Diaries from like 2018. They were through quite a few moves with our grandmother, and then they were in our basement for a long time when it looked like hoarders, which people never believe me when I say it looks like hoarders.
But it really did.
But it really did. I mean, animal feces and all, and garbage. But, yeah, I did clean some of them years ago, but not to the extent that I did today. As you can see, I stripped them all because I'm documenting them each individually for Flickr, which I have those photos on private, except they're outfit photos, because I decided, you know what, I'm going to take off their clothes, I'm going to wash them, and I'm going to, you know, redo their hair and all of that. So, there's 3 downstairs that I'll show you that are still drying. Poor Joe. Her wig came off. The glue on the inside went all goopy, and I was really careful when it came to washing them, because I knew with my brass key Snow White dolls I wasn't sure how well the glue was on them. Like the Franklin Mint and Ashton Drake dolls are high quality, so I think it was just some defective thing with her wig, because I didn't put like really hot water on them or anything, which can dissolve the glue, because I didn't boil wash anyone because they didn't really need it. This is like American Girl Kanekalon. This is human grade Kanekalon hair they all have. But I did like wash their hair, condition it, detangle it when necessary, remove dry rotted elastics. And like for my curly girls, I just did the scrunchy kind of method to like help reform the ringlets, because poor Amy's hair was like horrible. So they're naked, and then obviously they have these like cloth torsos that you can't take apart because it's sewn and glued to the porcelain. It's all very complicated. So what I did afterwards is I took bleach and water, and then I literally used a paintbrush to paint the bleachy water onto the muslin.
Looked like she was basting a turkey.
I know, just because some of them had pretty bad staining despite never having been wet or like having been naked. You can see some of them though, like this one that my Uncle Ray rescued from the trash. Jessica, she still has staining. These are their stands that I wrote sticky notes on, because my grandmother, I think, bought these for the dolls, because not all of them come with, like, they weren't all on the same stands, even if they were from the same line. So I'm assuming she bought these, and I have to clean these off too. Like, this big basket wouldn't fit in the Bratz case. Their tiny things like shoes and stuff are in here. And then down here on top of the washer and dryer, I have the 3 dolls that still need to dry. Some of them it's just like the backs of their bodies are kind of wet, but like Emily, it's the bottoms of her hair, and this is Joe's wig. It's all goopy on the inside. These are the clothes that are already dry, not much. And then these are all their clothes. They are super high quality and like really thick. Like Jackie's outfit might take a few days to dry, but she had stains, like stains.
It actually still looks kind of yellow too, like around the sleeves.
No, it's supposed to be.
Oh, okay, I couldn't tell.
It's cream colored. That's why I didn't put bleach in with the whites, because there's some of these, like this is Amy's, I think, was the cream colored. Whoever I undressed first. Yeah, some of them were really stained. It wasn't just me being excessively clean, but these dolls are old. My grandmother had them in like the 90s. So, yes, like Johanna's dress was really stained. But this stuff is going to take forever to dry, but it'll be so worth it. And then I might retake some of the outfit photos after. But I figured the heat from the wood stove would be like a good warm way to dry it. And if you ever undress a bunch of dolls and you need to like wash stuff, I recommend like taking pictures, even if you don't like keep the pictures after, just so that you remember what goes to what, because a lot of these dolls have like similar petticoats and things, but they're not exactly the same. Like the Little Women have some of the same, but that way I'll know who to dress and what. And I will be keeping those photos for my Flickr guide too, because
unless they looked really dirty before.
Right. And then like Johanna's dress. Oliver! So I'm making some earrings to go with one of Kanani's outfits. This is her luau dress. And mine I got on Mercari, and it doesn't have the like anklets or the little, I forget what they're called, the maraca things. So she needs a fancy pair of earrings to go with it, and I have a bunch of earring crap out and jewelry stuff out because Tenny and Ramona needed bracelets. Sage is getting dressed for a little video thing we're shooting with her and Tenny. And these are all of my jewelry supplies. So many, so chaotic. I have to clean this mess up. So I have a Walmart haul and a thrift store haul. I had a dentist appointment today. And on the way home, Colleen and I decided to stop in at this Walmart that we only go to when I have my dentist appointment, and we don't even go every time. We went to this store like a year ago and we didn't find anything, but they had a lot of clearance things. Now my local Walmart also has a lot of clearance things, but everything is like only a few dollars off. So this might be the best find. This is Sway's from the Queens line. She was $11 and she's originally $25. My local Walmart had a bunch of these, but they only marked them down to $19. I just want to get them when they're pretty discounted. She's awesome. She's one of my favorites from this set. She's got micro braided hair, so I'm really excited to open her. These were in like a different clearance aisle. She was in the toy section. these were in an actual clearance aisle. So this is a holiday present surprise doll that was marked down to $4. And then one of these, ooh, she's heavy. One of these color change surprise dolls, also for $4. I know that these are all like basically re-release dolls that color change, so I'm curious if it'll be a character I don't have, and if it is a character I have, I wonder how they'll compare. If you can tell like the color change feature automatically. And then I debated about getting Cheeky Babe here. Again, my Walmart had her too, but she was $11. This one was $9. And I love the this doll. She reminds me of the Pretty and Punk Bratz line, which is my favorite of all time. So in the end, I decided to grab her, and she was at a cart, on a cart in front of the store. They were all scattered in different places. And then before my dentist appointment, we would have gotten there a little too early. We stopped in at this thrift store, the one I got my American Girl Felicity named Emerald at. And there's this bitty baby blanket, which is really nice, dirty, but really nice. And then this pair of American Girl tights. Apparently there was a sale in the toy section, so we got both of these items for a little less than $3 with tax. That place is always good for random American Girl scraps, but sometimes they're kind of pricey. So it was a win. So I thought I'd show you which of the color change surprise dolls I got. This is Go-Go Girl, and I already had Go-Go Girl from the like large re-release pack that I got on sale at Target. It's one of my favorite characters, so I'm really glad to have actually seen like how these compare in person, because you can see their outfits are identical, and I put this doll's glasses away, but they're the same and they have the same drink cups. But you can see that their like facial screenings are the same. The color change feature is super obvious. Like you can see her hair is pink right now, probably because it's cold, and her headband is black. Her face paint looks a little heavier. And she also has some color change makeup that this doll doesn't have, so she gets like the pink above it. But I think that like longer looking lashes are just like a doll to doll variation. You know, you can get two dolls that are the same from the same release, and they just, you know, there's little factory defects and whatnot. But she also has a color change outfit underneath, like a painted leotard thing that color changes, that this doll doesn't have. And then this was the holiday present surprise doll, Prezi. So this set's one of the ones where it only contains 2 dolls, and the doll on the package is the one you get. And I love the glittery ones. They are awesome. And Baby Otis prefers to eat them the most. If you watched our Christmas special from last year, you know what I mean. And that's Cheeky Babe in the really awesome car that I put next to my other car that goes with MC Swag. I don't have anyone in the little car yet, but she is so cute. She's probably my favorite. She's definitely my favorite of the tots I got. Sway's is down here in the kitchen with Alt Girl. I think she is fabulous. She's one of my favorite OMGs for sure, because she's so bright and colorful, and she's got this really awesome, first of all, green shimmery lips. Like, who can pull that off? And then she has these really awesome eyelashes and dots. She's got a very like tribal, beachy, urban vibe, which is amazing. She's so cool. And these are the porcelain dolls that have been all cleaned up and put back a while ago, but I thought I would show you how they turned out. I know you didn't really see them before, but like Johanna's outfit was nasty. So these are all of my Meme's old dolls. Not all of the ones she had, but the ones we kept. I have a collection video on them from like 2017. But Jessica over here and Marlene, I'm not sure how you pronounce her name. That's her name. They were from our relative Ray. Both rescued from the trash. She was in her box, as you saw earlier. But everyone else was in that video. And yeah, I'm really glad that we were able to fix them up. Getting Marlene kind of inspired me to get a move on cleaning these dolls, because I wanted to do it a long time. And they don't actually get dusty in my sister's closet, because she just keeps her like books in here. She's got like all of her bookshelves, and they're on top of a bookshelf. And I come in here and vacuum pretty regularly, so yeah, they weren't dusty from that. They were just dusty from being moved around. And I'm glad they're on Flickr and that we wrote about them all and they got their special mentions, because they're very sentimental. We definitely inherited our love of dolls from our grandmother, and it's cute how much she loved them, even when she lived in a really tiny apartment that was 1 bedroom. She had all of her dolls, and I remember I loved going over her apartment because she had a bunch like in the living room, near her sewing table, in her bedroom. So we kept the ones that like were the most special to us. Like I kept these 3 ladies in the back, Princess Diana, Jackie O, and Princess Grace, and Johanna, because they were my favorites when I was a kid. It's not surprising that I would pick these guys because I love celebrity dolls, and I just think they're so realistic and beautiful. And like Princess Diana retailed for like $295, and I can totally understand that because when I had them all undressed, you could really see the quality difference on the Franklin Mint dolls and the Ashton Drake ones. And then my sister wanted to keep the Little Women book, and she also just really loved admiring these when we were kids. And Anne of Green Gables by Meme always said Colleen was like Anne. And then the toilet paper boy, because Colleen remembers when Meme got the toilet paper boy. His toilet paper is currently down there, and you can't wash it, which is bad because it's all papery, which is unfortunate. And then this is she's from the Mickfield Treasure Collection. Colleen decided to keep her because she remembers when Mummy got this doll, and she used to pretend she was Molly's friend Emily. So that's why her name is Emily. She actually doesn't come with a name. And I used to call this doll Bethany before I knew her name was Johanna. But they're really special. I remember spending nights at Meme's house, in her doll room, and the cabinets My American Girls are in now is where these dolls used to live when Meme was alive. And Princess Diana was actually in my bedroom for a long time because she was really special to me. So I'm going to end this video here since I have enough footage. I hope you enjoyed, and if you do want to see pictures of my porcelain dolls in more detail, or you want to watch that video, feel free to check out my Flickr for the photos, and you don't need a Flickr, obviously, to look at the pictures. And I did do a lot of research on these dolls. And I also have the video in my collections and displays playlist if you're interested in that. So until next time, love your dolls, love yourself, and love your life.